Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Hello, hello, hello. It is good to be with you again. Alrighty. So today we are just going to have just a fun little play. Nothing too earth-shattering, just something fun. Okay, so let me share with you. I have come across some recent flower seed packets that I carefully took apart, and not everything was as careful as I thought. But these are just adorable. And so what I did is I scanned them and put them in my shop. So if you want to join with me, you absolutely can. I made it so that you've got the front and the back. These will make great pockets. Now this one you can see after it was scanned, and well, after I printed it out, then I coffee dyed it with my, I just do my little spritz. And it doesn't smear. For me, it works fine. It may depend upon your ink. It may depend upon your printer, whatever. And I just have an inkjet. I don't have a laser printer. So, but I'm careful not to get it too terribly wet. So anyway, I wanted for you to see the difference between the printing regular and, well, it's all regular, but then I coffee dyed this, and I coffee dyed the back so that it wouldn't be the plain white. So those are the flowers. And then she said, here are the vegetables. And these are definitely vintage. I would say probably somewhere in the 60s, 1960-ish. These are unused. I found them in an antique store, and I just fell in love with them. And I've had these for, probably 2 or 3 years. And I've had people ask me, put them in your Etsy. I would buy them, and I just have been lazy. And when I found these flower seed packets the other day, it was like, you know what? This is time. It's time to do something with these. And so there are, I believe, 10 total pages in this kit. And these two are larger than the others. These were larger seed packets. Yeah. So, what are we going to do with them? I'm so glad you asked. Well, we're just going to play. Why don't we make some little journal additions? Why don't we is that just fun? So that's what we're doing today. And this is super, super simple. And you may have some seed packets of your own. If you want to use the packets, then just, maybe put your seeds in another container and put all the information that you need and, staple it and put it in a spot where you keep your seeds. These were outdated that I bought. So anyway, yeah. And anyway, get you some, like I said, I've got, they'll be in my Etsy shop now, but you can use any seed packets. You may be able to get some at the dollar store, wherever you can. So let me show you just what we're going to do and how simple it is. And as you can see, I just put just a fun little yarn thingy. And I have, obviously, this is one that I coffee dyed. This is without the coffee dyeing. So it just depends on what look you want to go for. And I did edge. I did ink around my edges on this one because I had coffee dyed it. So it's got a fun little pocket on both sides. And then I have just put together just a few little pages to just fun, guys. These would make perfect little hostess gifts. You could do them for your grandkids, part of their Christmas stuff. You could, anything that you want. You can even put them back together as seeds. Put like some tea, you know, like a special blend of tea that you could put in, or you know, that type of thing. Whatever it is that you want to do, you could make them containers of, you know, you can put cash in there. Grandkids, I mean, who doesn't love money as far as our kiddos go, right? So you can cater it any way you want. And these will also make an absolutely wonderful addition to a journal to slip into a pocket, into a tuck spot, you know, whatever you want to do with them. Okay, so this is the one that I have just been playing with just to show you just kind of what some of the fun things that you can do with this. I've been using Amity Bloom's washi tape, and I've just gone through one of my storage, my flower storage books, and just been pulling out things to just plop in there. Plop in there. So let's just real quick. And I have not finished, but I thought I wanted to get far enough along for you to be able to see, oh my gosh, this is so fun. And you can cater it any way you want. Now, for this page, I have these amazing little pages. It's a language, I don't know, I think it might be Dutch, but it's a religious text, and I just added just fun things. And I didn't print anything extra out. I just went to, you know, my stuff. This is also something that I have that I just added a little bit of paper to the bottom to just give it kind of a fun look. A flip out. I mean, you got quite a bit of writing in here if you want to have. And then I had some old Pinterest that I had printed some time ago. Some other, you know, seed packet for you. But I don't have those, so I can't, you know, put them in my set. But you get the idea. And then here again, we've got the pockets here. Just fun, 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 fun. Okay. So let's real quickly just start to make one up just so you can see how super simple it is. Let's see. Let me get that out of the way. So which one are we going to do here? Should we do a vegetable? Vegetable. Fall is coming. Our carrots and pumpkins. Let's do the carrots and pumpkins just for fun. And I have positioned these specifically so that they would be really easy for you to use. And let me just show you how easy that will be. This is my tear ruler. You, of course, can use whatever, you know, method you want to. And get rid of that. We'll come right here. And you can save the things that you're tearing off. You can definitely save those. Coffee dye them, do other dyeing with them to have extra papers if you want. Okay, now, I mean, how easy was that, guys? And here we're just folding it in half, right? Okay. And now we're going to make pockets, you know, tuck spots, pockets, flaps, whatever you want to call it, out of the extra. Look at that. How quick, how simple. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's definitely glue those in place. Sorry about the but that's just the way it is. For those of you that do straight lines, I'm just like, ugh. But I'm grateful that I can even do it. So, all right. So there, now we have a cover for our little book. I mean, golly, that took all of a minute. I don't know, maybe less. So what you want to do then, whatever your seed packet, whatever size it is, then you want to measure. So this is almost 4.5. So if my pages go no further than 4.25 high, then I'll be good. They'll be contained within, you know, the cover. We'll call this the jacket, the cover. And they are 3.25 inches wide. So if I do 4.25 by 3 times 2 for both sides, that would be 6. 6 inches, no bigger than 6 inches by 4.25. Okay, so we've measured that, kind of, sort of. And I have gathered some papers, but I don't know if they will fit for this one because I was doing it for one of the flower seed packets. And we may need to just get some completely different ones. Okay, that will definitely work. Okay, so love that. And we can just kind of start putting some things together here. So this is, seriously guys, this is just meant to be just a fun craft along, just enjoy, sit and relax, have a cup of tea, whatever it is, where it's still way too early for hot chocolate, at least in my world it is. Now maybe where you live, it may be getting colder. Let's see. Here's a good piece. I've got one of those already in there. Let me see. I like to do different papers. Looking at some of my stuff that's just here on my desk and my area. Let me go grab, I'll be right back. I'm just heading over yonder to get a piece of coffee dyed paper that I can make into a couple of pages, and I'm just bringing over some stuff to see. Ooh, that would be fun. Let's make a page out of that. And this would be cool. We can make a page out of that. So you're just basically, you know, doing whatever you want. You can also do something that's very uniform. You can, that might be fun. Okay, I think we'll just, stop at a couple of things there. So let me show you one that is more uniform. Okay, for instance, this is very sweet. And what I have done here is just taken, I've just got papers in there, and they're all the same. I did about 6 sheets of paper to get this, but, you can do whatever works. And then I just like to put a fun little tie around, and I make them so that it's loose enough you can just take it out. You don't have to untie it unless you want to use and to give away. I mean, how sweet with this, and with a little, maybe a pen, a fun little pen, and then you put it in a pretty glassine bag. I carry those too. And just, what a pretty little package to give to somebody. Okay, so let's see. We want 6. Let me get a different ruler here. I know, it's a quilting ruler. But it's okay. It's okay. 6 by 4 1/4. We'll do that. So we will. And you can cut whatever way you do. And this is totally like, you're not supposed to do what I just did. But do what I say, not what I do, right? Okay. And then we'll fold that in half. And that'll be a fun little page. Now, I am going to use my corner rounder I like the look of a corner rounded book, or I don't know what you'd even call this. It's not really a book, is it? Little journal, little small something or other. Oh, and we've got this. We want to use this, but let's go ahead and add some paper to the bottom of this like I did in the one I showed you. Let's see, like here. I thought that was kind of a fun thing. So let's just do that again. And we can go ahead and take a little bit more of this, or, oh, I know what. Let's do this for a change. So this measures 3 inches, and I want 4 1/4. So I'm going to cut right at this line here. I'm going to keep that in my eyesight. Where's my tear ruler? Tear. Oh, okay. You guys, remember in one of my recent videos where I told you that the weather, it had just been so wonderful. It had just been so nice. And it was fabulous. But I'll tell you what, that has gone away. It is hot. It is so hot. The humidity is horrible. And I don't mind complaining about the humidity, because it just makes, I don't know, it just makes it uncomfortable. And in my studio, which used to be the master bedroom, that's a long story, but anyway, when we moved here, I talked my husband into us taking the secondary bedroom and having the master bedroom for my studio, which gives much needed space. And he was very happy with that once he realized that he would rather have carpet on his toes rather than hardwood. So anyway, but it has a door going out to the patio, and it gets all fogged up when the humidity is horrible. I have 2 big windows in my bedroom or my studio, and a door that's windows as well, the whole thing. And is like all fogged up and dripping with moisture down the window panes, and you're like, okay, it's a high humidity day. So yeah. Okay. Where were we? Where were we? All right. So it's just a fun little whatever, you know, get your bits and pieces. It doesn't have to be fabulous. It can just be whatever you want it to be. I'm going to measure this. I'm going to do this about 4 inches. So I know that that will be good. And I'm just measuring it here, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. And I'm going to tear that down. Now, this time, what I thought I would do, we'll do this a little bit differently. And we'll make a fold-in pocket on the both sides of this one. Okay, so I'm going at 3 inches, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to go at 3 inches right here. Okay, and so then I have created another fun page to add. So you can, golly, you know, you can just build this as long as you want. You can do as much as you want, as little as you want. Let's see. This will be a fun one, I think. Let's fold that. I'm just kind of eyeballing this to see where I want to fold it. And then she said, then I'm going to, okay, so about in here-ish, then I'm going to tear it. Oops, let's get it back. And this is with the jaggedy. Sorry for the noise. That was bothersome. And then now we need to get it no more than 4 1/4 inches high. So here again, and I'm just using the grid on my mat board. 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 would be right here-ish. I think we'll just kind of do this around the 4. And we shall do some more tearing. And then we've got another fabulous page here. Let's see. Yeah. So you can, you know, you just keep building, my friends. And when you feel like you've got enough or what you want, whatever that might be, then you will, you'll put them together. Okay, so let's, do we have time? Oh, Oh, we do, a little bit. I have to leave here in just a few minutes to go ministering to a sweet, sweet lady that I have grown to love very much. What if we did an envelope with, now what's our cover? What was our cover? What did we decide? The pumpkin. Okay, pumpkin. So, you know what? Let's just turn this little squash guy, I don't know, let's see if we can make this an envelope. I don't know. I've not done this. So, oh, and I shouldn't have done that, should I? But the good thing about this is I can print it. I can print it a bazillion times if I want to. It's all okay. Now, what if I did, I could do like, if I just did this, and this comes over, and then it's upside down. Okay, so what if we do it this way? Squash, and that's right side up, and that's upside down. And we do... You guys, yay, we're just playing, right? I'm not even trying to pretend that I know what I'm doing here. Oh, you know, the words are just the cutest thing. That's the part that's the most fun on here, but... But I guess you could have it to where, you know, you look at that and you're like, okay. All right. We're going to make this work, even though it's a little bit funky. But this just goes to show you, I mean, you can cater this any way you want to, you know, for that special person. I'm even going to, let's see, let me get my punch. Gotta move a couple of things out of the way so I can reach it. And it is a smaller one. So we'll try to do that kind of in the center. Okay, so there's the squish. And I am going to fold in just a smidgen to try to create some flaps. And I actually should have done this before I did this and took off for my top here, because now I'll have to do that again. Okay, so I am going to cut this down now. I'm going to trim that like so, and cut this along here, turn it over, trim it. Wait, I wanted to trim it this way, didn't I? I trimmed it the wrong way, over here. The wrong way. And I will cut this off. And I will cut this off. So, what is happening in your neck of the woods? Are you having good weather? Is it reasonable? Is it horrible? I think I'm going to trim this down just a little bit more to give it that envelope look. I like that. Okay. So if we want to put this, say for instance, well, I don't know about that. If I wanted to put this in the center, then I would do that, and I would go ahead and stitch this together, and then I will glue it shut. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. And I will also tell you, before I do that, I'm going to take this over, I'm going to spritz it with the coffee so it's not so bright. You know, the white doesn't show up quite so much. I'll show you that. And we shall, I'm coming over to my iron, getting that to heat up. Then I'm going to press this whole thing down, and we will stitch it. And I think we'll be able to be finished with this. You get an idea, anyway, of something fun to do with flower seed packets, vegetable seed packets, you know. That just is nicer to me. And I think I will have it so that it goes this way. I'm left-handed, so a lot of the things that I do might seem weird to right-handers. So do what's comfortable, you know, whichever works for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, I think I need another, or is that okay? I guess that's okay. As I talk to myself. I'm not talking to myself, though. That's the lovely thing, is I'm talking to you. You are my dear friends. Okay, so I'm going to call this good. So now what I want to do is anchor these, and you do it whatever method you do your journals. You know, if you want to do the 3 hole method that we do normally, that's great. This particular one, I am going to stitch on my sewing machine, and I'm going to use this line. Oh, let's take that off. Duh. We really do need the cover. We need the cover, boys and girls. Yeah, okay. Let's try this again. So you just need clamps or paper clips or whatever you like to use, but it needs to be, you know, long enough or deep enough to hold things in place. So I'm just kind of scrunching that so it's in the crevices, in the corners. And then I'm going to take this to my sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch from about here down to here. And I shall return. I mean, I'm not really going away. Oh, you guys. What a day. It's a good day, though. You know what? Honest and truthfully, for me, any day that I am alive, I am grateful. The Lord has blessed me greatly. Okay, so there's my stitching. And if you're stitching, you want probably a little larger stitch than your normal 2.5 or whatever, or 2.2 as what my normal stitch is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the threads through. I'm going to square knot this, maybe. Square knot or just knot it together. Just sometimes I do one and sometimes, you know, I do the other. Whoops. That's not working. Let's just knot it. Let's just knot this little puppy, okay? And then you can leave your threads on. You can take them off. It adds texture, but you don't have to do it this way. Let's see, I'll do this other one, the square knot. So I've done both. And I'm going to go ahead and clip my threads off. And now I will put my pocket together. And this is, I recently watched Barbara. Well, I love to watch her. And she was doing a center pocket on a much bigger journal. But so this idea is from Barbara. Thank you, sweet Barbara. So there's our center little pocket. So you can put something there. You know, you could put a special little note. Again, you could fold up some money. Whatever, if it's for the grandkiddos. You've got pages to play with. You've got fun little, whatever you want to do. And then you can finish, of course, with a tie something to go around. You know, let's see, we've got, I might have some orange somewhere, but I'm not sure. So let's just go ahead and give it a little bit of finish here, just to show you just how fun, you guys. Super fun, super simple, and you don't have to, you know, it could be, you know, it can just be things that you practice on. Now, I will probably, after this video, I will most likely coffee dye this because I've got some of my pages that are coffee dyed, and I think it will blend a little bit better. But you get the idea. You get the idea. So this is just, anyway, I hope that you will give this a try. You know, get you some flower seed packets and just go to town and have a great time. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I love you, and it's been fun. Thank you for hanging out with me. I just love it when you hang out with me, and we will see you very soon in another video. All right, take care. Bye-bye now.